Hey guys, I just want to talk about a few things about Fallout 76 and just see where it needs to go in the near future. So, let's see here. There are mainly three things I need to talk about with Fallout 76. Number one, inconsistency. Fallout 76 has only had one day of its beta, and we're getting about 2 more days this weekend though, but for very short periods of time. About 2 hours to be precise. The problem with that is when you have a beta, you want it to be playable as much as possible, not as little as possible. I get this is a stress test for a beta, but I don't think they need to hold off on us that long to get another day of beta playtime. Honestly, I feel like the stress test of the beta shouldn't even be a thing. Honestly, at this point now, I don't even feel like there should be a beta due to the fact of how bad things have gotten with the community about Fallout 76. They're like, ugh, this is so terrible. We haven't gotten the beta since Tuesday, the day of the beta. And the next day of the beta is tomorrow at around 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Sunday at 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Number two has to be probably one of the main key problems that most people have had: server issues. The server in this game in particular have been more like frame rate drops than actual server lag. I haven't gotten as much server lag as most people have had on day one of the beta. It's more like frame rate issues have hit me really hard in this game. And I feel like that should be something that should be addressed in the near future. Servers seem to be running solid. I would say there could be a few minor tune-ups, but otherwise it's just running solid, and I think they are doing a good job with it. There's not much to talk about with servers, but I think the last thing I can talk about here with Fallout 76 is probably the day to night transaction. Daytime in Fallout 76 is probably one of the nicest atmospheres I've seen in a Fallout game, besides Fallout 4. The problem with it is, though, is how awkward most people say Fallout 76's nighttime feels. Like when you play around in Fallout 4, for example, during the night, it feels smooth and it feels playable. For some odd reason, though, 76 is kind of the exact opposite to me. I don't feel like I can play 76 as much during the game's nighttime transition. It just feels off, and the lighting in this game, the whole Pip-Boy light, let's just say this right now, with not being able to find a way to customize the light color to make it more attuned to people's liking, is a little upsetting right now, and it has bothered quite a few people. I don't know if I can do the whole green light in the areas I normally do it. I normally keep it an orange to blue light so I can have it more liking to my color, but we're not allowed to say because right now this is an MMO and people think like, oh, you are going to be changing that up. It might be modding or hacking. At that point, that's what the game feels like it's treating us as. Like we'll be modding or hacking the game if we change the color of a Pip-Boy light. It's kind of stupid, in my opinion, but hell, this seems to be the route we're taking. Those are just some of the problems with Fallout 76. There are a lot more problems than people say they are, and some of them I feel like most people are actually just over-exaggerating at this point. I feel like a lot of problems can be addressed by other people better than me, but I think I was just going to give in a small input of how I feel about the beta and what the dev team needs to do in the near future. And two things I would change is, one, have the ability to have the nighttime transaction feel a little more playable to me, because it just feels super weird. And two, a little more customization, especially with UI, because no one likes this pea yellow at all. Those are just some of the very small problems in Fallout 76. And yeah, there's not much more to say about it. Right now, I feel like the beta should just be lasting a little longer than how it's supposed to be. I understand that PS4 and PC hasn't gotten it yet, though, but isn't that the advantage of playing on Xbox first to get more time available for us? I mean, I could be wrong. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. And until next time,